Hello. So unfortunately I'm not going to really be able to do any work outside this evening. I have got to sit here and get these freaking videos done. I'm still so far behind. I just, yesterday, I got the last day of our vacation put together, but I still got all the stuff to do since we've been back home, which has now been like a week and a half, so I've really got to do this. I cannot afford to spend the whole evening outside again. But, that being said, there are two things that I want to discuss real quickly. Nothing bad, just something that I want to kind of like give my thoughts on. First being this Hurricane Matthew. For those of you who don't know, there's a pretty major hurricane out in the, I think right now it's, I think it just passed like Haiti, and like it's heading towards Florida right now. And there's several different projected paths that it could take, and one of those paths is it can take a hard right and go back out to the ocean and disappear. Unfortunately, another one of those projected paths is make a direct hit to us. And obviously I'm hoping for the best, but I'm also preparing for the worst. Meaning, for the second year in a row, I'm going to have to delay putting stuff out in the front yard. If you weren't watching my vlogs last year, around this time we were being hit by, it wasn't a hurricane, I can't remember like what the kind of storm was told, but the storm lasted for like 7 days straight. Like for 7 days there was no sunlight at all. It was just non-stop rain, and streets got flooded, stuff got destroyed. I mentioned this the other day, but like graveyards were like literally being washed away. Old coffins were like floating up and like drifting down the water roads. It was insane, and because of that happening, I had put a few things out in the yard and I actually had to take it all back down, and I wasn't able to put anything up last year till like 2 weeks before Halloween, and it really sucked, and unfortunately it looks like that might be happening again. The few things that I got put out there now, I'm not taking them down just yet, because apparently like we're not going to know for sure what the hurricane's doing until I think like Thursday evening is when it'll be more definite on like which way it's heading. So I'll give it until then, but I'm definitely not going to put anything else out until like sometime next week, which really sucks that I have to do that 2 years in a row. But what can you do? Mother Nature has her own plans and stuff. So that's that. I'm not gonna stop like working on stuff. I still got plenty of stuff to do out in the garage, plenty of other props to build and get ready for Halloween night itself. But as far as like the yard display goes, that's gonna have to take a back seat for a little while. The second thing that I want to talk about is this ridiculous clown epidemic that's going on. Before I start, I should say that I don't believe it. I feel like it's all a hoax. Ever since the first sightings, I haven't believed any of it. And the stuff that like people who have the actual pictures and video, like, I don't believe it's real. People are just doing this. It's like a mass hysteria type thing, right? But I'm a little bit nervous because my theme this year is a psycho circus, a freak show. And I have had this planned out. I've been working on this for over a year. I started making the first props for this year before last year's Halloween. And it's really annoying that now all of a sudden like the creepy clowns, anything that has to do with it is like being just like shown in such a negative light. I'm a little bit worried that come Halloween night, when I have my whole freak show, my whole psycho circus set up, people are gonna come out and say that it's offensive or something. I don't know. I try my hardest to make sure that my display is as non-offensive as possible. None of my props resemble any like real life things. The zombies, the skeletons, everything, I make them look like as cartoony as possible because I don't want anything to be misunderstood as like having a political or any sort of like connotation to it, you know. I want it all to be completely for fun. That's why I do much more like a family-friendly type thing out in the yard. I don't have any gore, I don't have anything like that. And I don't know, I'm just a little bit concerned that because of the whole clown epidemic, this is gonna end up offending some people. Or putting people in danger, even, because originally I was gonna have, you know, my whole family, we always dress up to like match the theme, right? And this year I'm dressing up as the ringmaster, my mom is dressing up as like a fortune teller, and I was gonna have my dad dress up as a psycho clown. But now I've kind of decided not to do that, because what if Halloween night he's out there walking around, somebody who gets easily scared or something is like, creepy clown, calls the police, or worse, you know, like, I don't know, I don't want to think about that, but so I'm gonna change his costume. It just sucks. You know, like I said, I do my best to make sure my display and everything is as non-offensive as possible. And then this happened. And as I said, I don't even believe this whole clown thing. The people who are spreading these, saying that they've caught or filmed or whatever, I just don't believe it at all, because why would that happen? It doesn't make any sense. But in any case, I'm gonna get back to working on these videos. I wanted to give you guys some sort of content, at least. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow.